Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's have a look at day 14, week 2 of my brand new free-to-play challenge account. If you missed my first video about this new account, I'll put a link to that in the comments. But basically I reinstalled and then I want to do a challenge version of a free-to-play account. And then the rules that I decided on was that I was only going to use handout units and then MR and lower rarity units. So I thought I'd give you an update on how that is going, and then also answer some questions about how I plan to use my tickets, my select tickets for units and then unit shards. But first, I wanted to show you something in the shop. I guess now is as good a time as any to do this. But we have a limited time thing where you can get a bunch of shards for vision cards, UR vision cards. And this is an excellent chance to upgrade your account. Still, I think a lot of players, new and old, they undervalue UR vision cards. And then also what you would call the universal vision cards, which would give you buffs to whatever element that you put them on. Right now in Global and in JP, they're releasing a lot of element-specific vision cards. And those are kind of new and sexy, but don't forget about these old ones, and really, these old ones are the ones that new players should be working on first, and that is what I'm working on with this new account here. And then just to show you what I picked up, I got Trousseau. That is a top tier vision card that will raise magic attack for your party, regardless of element. And I picked up this one, Slash Resistance. There's a lot of slash out there, so that's good. And then here, I think one of the top 3 vision cards in the game, because the vision ability is so good, and maybe it was so good that they stopped making vision abilities for cards. And then for here, I picked up a Titan and a Ifrit. He's also top tier, so let's grab him actually. And then I also got Secrets of the Heart. I recently made a video about luck and this card, but I think this is also a top tier vision card. Again, it can go on to your entire party, regardless of element. Good for evade units or evade parties, but also good versus evade, since luck will raise your accuracy. So yeah, don't sleep on those old vision cards. There was a thread on Reddit, and some people were saying like they think it's a bad value, or like it's not worth it unless you're right on the cusp of finishing a card. The thing about the value is that they impact your account maybe more than equipment, maybe more than espers, and they are cheaper to build than units. Units, you need much more vision ore to get all the shards and stuff, not to mention all of the stuff to raise their job levels and like the cubes and stuff. So they are much cheaper than units, and sometimes they even have like more versatility or like a longer lifespan than units. So yeah, UR vision cards are excellent. And then as for the waiting thing until you're nearly done, the thing is that if you skip buying shards for a UR vision card enough times, you will have skipped enough to have maxed the card. So the longest journey begins with a single step. So even if you're not going to limit break or raise a star or whatever, it's still worth picking up the shards for the really good cards. Okay, but since we're talking about vision cards, I can show you my box. Again, this is after 2 weeks. I've had pretty good luck. I have a full screen of UR vision cards here. And then most of these are the universal cards, so that's lucky for me. But as you can see, I've awakened a few of them, and I've leveled a few of them. Happy to have them. And then I can show you equipment. We'll skip espers. Equipment's pretty sad. This is just a bunch of like N rarity stuff. Really haven't worked on this at all. I'm buying ice brands though when they appear in the shop. And recipes, yeah, that's what I got there. Nothing too exciting. Okay, let's look at units. Oh, and I'll tell you, when you start a new account, you get a whole bunch of select tickets to get unit shards. I used them all. And then the people that I used them all were these 3. Mediana, Giza, and Loasa. and that was just to speed up their progress. Luasa, I just used like 150 shards worth of tickets to get her to Limit Break 3. Then I can get all her skills, she'll be a good farmer for me. And then Giza and Mediana, they are more central to my account. Mediana, she's a good farmer, she's kind of just a top tier attacker. And then Giza, she has the nice Trust Master, but then also kind of like niche counter abilities, like against Megamon and stuff. So I will take those to EX jobs. So yeah, I was saying in my previous video that I was considering using some other characters outside of like handout or metal units, like Laswell or Gilgamesh, who I pulled, but I'm not going to do that actually. I'm going to be super strict with this account. I know that'll make some people happy. But yeah, my account is going to be limited to who's available in the Mog Metal shops, the limited time handout units like Tifa or Tita, people like that, and then the MR and lower rarity. And then here we can see that I have Camiro. I was looking at the selection quests, and then even though my light MR and lower rarity box is super weak, I was still able to beat up to 4 and then get him to Limit Break 1. And then I think if I beat like 6 or 7 all missions clear, or most missions clear, I can take Camiro to Limit Break 3 level 79, and that'll be really strong for my account. And then also, since I'm also going with the more strict way with my account, these selection quest units could be a big help. So maybe I will get these selection quest units for this free-to-play account. But they're going to be super long term projects. It's going to be a while before I get to 99 or to EX jobs, God forbid. And then I can also wait for the update when I can use the handout UR characters in the selection quests. And then, yeah, I can just take time to get stronger in the meantime. But my light units, basically, I have kind of a half-leveled Mariaru and a half-leveled Fina, and then a very low-level Vistral and Phoebe, and I've still been able to go a few levels there. But slowly I can work on my MR and lower rarity account. Okay, but here I'll go to favorites. These are all the characters that I'm allowing myself to use with this account. We can go one by one. Rain, I got him on the reset marathon, quote-unquote reset marathon, that I got on the first try. But he's the one non-handout, non-metal unit that I'm allowing myself to use, because he's one of the best characters in the game. He is ready, almost ready to go to EX jobs, but actually I don't have any diamonds of any rarity. I guess I missed the time when they handed those out, so I'll need to get those somehow. Mediana, I want to take her to EX jobs as well. That's how her jobs are looking. And Giza, she's hanging out at 5 or 7. I still need to awaken her one more time. And these guys, these have been hard to get with all the characters that I'm leveling. But my account's looking pretty good for 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, jobs here are also pretty low. Ildira, she's on a back burner for now. So is Kiton. Kiton, I really need a lot of other stuff to help her out, like evade stuff and drain force stuff, so she's going to be a lower priority than most of my other characters. Okay, Mont, he's almost ready to go to EX jobs. And then Shadowlynx, I'd like to take her to EX jobs as well, but a little bit slower getting shards for MR units. But yeah, at the moment, my shortlist for EX jobs is Mont, Rain, Shadowlynx, and Mediana, and maybe Giza, so maybe those 5. Those will be my first 5-man party. And then I have a bunch of MR tanks that I want to level and eventually take to EX jobs. But yeah, that is how my free-to-play challenge account is looking after 2 weeks. I'm having a lot of fun with the account, and I'm looking forward to the future handout units that they give. Okay, pick up those shards for those UR vision cards. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.